Okay, well, I think we are live now. It looks like we are at least. Let's see if this is our first time, both of us, so I hope everyone in the audience will wait for a second while we find everything that we need, which shouldn't take long. Dalya, can you see the comments?
Yeah, I can see the comments now.
Okay, this is exciting. Okay, so it does look like we're live and it does look like it's working, but please, everyone who's watching, please let us know that you can see us, that you can hear us. If there's any problems, please let us know. And other than that, I think it's time to say hello. So hello, everyone. This is Elena, and I'm here with my friend and colleague, Dalya. And I lost you for a second, Dalya. I'm here with my friend. I'm here with my friend and colleague, Dalya. Hi, Dalya. It's really, really exciting to be here with you. So yeah, if you want Dalya to tell our audience what we're going to do today, maybe?
Okay, good morning and hi all. Today, Elena and I are going to teach grade 4, unit 1. The title of the unit is A New Friend. So we will have some activities together. Then we will engage you, of course, with the activities upcoming. First, Elena, we will start together. We will make a dialogue. And imagine as if we are meeting for the first time. After that, we will let the audience tell us about themselves before heading to give or highlight the main structures of the questions and the answers of the questions targeted in the book for grade 4. Then they will help us describing a picture. We will ask them some questions, they will give us the answers, and we will then play a game together. Maybe we can play 2 games if the time if we have enough time. Then we will end with homework.
Well, that's very exciting. I hope you're as excited as we are. And basically, I think we're ready and it is time to start. So yeah, I hope everybody's paying attention. So yeah, we want to start, as Dalya just said, with our first activity. This is, you know, the beginning of the school year, and it's a great opportunity to get to know each other, get to know the new people in the class, get to know the new people around you. So Dalya and I want to play a little game by imagining this is the first time we talk to each other. Okay, so you've got to help us put a bit of your imagination there too. And we are going to start at the very beginning. Oh, and remember, pay attention. We're going to ask you a few questions after, see if you remember our answers, okay?
Exactly.
Okay then. So, hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Dalya. I'm Dalya. What's your name?
My name is Elena. I'm Elena.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Let me show you. Oh, not very good, but this is how you spell my name. Elena. So Dalya, where are you from?
I'm from Palestine. Oh. I'm from Palestine.
That's great. Do you know what?
Where are you from?
I'm from Spain. Do you know where Spain is?
Spain? Sorry, I don't know where Spain is. So can you tell me about your country?
I will. Look at this. I've got a map here for you. I hope you can see it. And this is a map of one part of the world. Can you see it? Of one part of the world that we all know very well. This is the Mediterranean Sea. So imagine Palestine is right over here on this side, as you already know. Well, Spain is here.
Oh, it's far away.
It's very far away. And I live here in Barcelona, right here on the corner by the sea. Do you live by the sea?
Yeah, there is a sea. We can go and have fun time there.
Well, it's really, really interesting to know you. I've never met anyone from Palestine before. So Dalya, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old. And
Really?
Elena, how old are you?
I don't know if I want to say. I'm 32 years old. Dalya, what do you do?
I'm a teacher.
A teacher, really? That's lovely.
Yeah, I teach English, of course.
Of course.
And Elena, what do you do?
Well, I'm a teacher too, and I'm also a writer.
Nice to know that.
So Dalya, I want to know a little bit more about you. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
That's a nice question. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
Wow, you have a big family.
Yes, maybe it is a big family. So would you please tell me about yourself, about your family? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I only have 1 sister and no brothers. Okay, well, we asked each other a few questions and I hope you were paying attention because now if we can see the questions, the comments on Facebook, we are going to try and quiz you a little bit. Do you remember everything about us? Now, I'm not going to ask about names because I'm hoping you remember our names, but do you remember where she is from? Do you remember where Dalya is from? Can you tell us? Use the comments to tell us where Dalya is from. See if everybody remembers, okay? Here we have a little bit of a delay with the comments. So maybe we can ask a couple of questions and then wait for the answer. Should we do that?
Yeah.
So the first question is, where is Dalya from? Where is she from? Okay. Can you give them a second question, Dalya?
About you, of course, Elena.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Can you please write in the comments how many sisters and brothers does Elena have?
Exactly. Do you remember? I just told you. And I'll ask one more question. Do you remember? A difficult one. Let's try numbers. How old is she? How old is Dalya? Do you remember? Can you tell us? You don't need to remember how old I am. That's okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get the comments, the answers to the questions in the comments. We had, where is she from? Where is Dalya from? Then we have, how many brothers and sisters does Elena have? And then we have, how old is she? How old is Dalya? So can you give us the answers to those questions? Do we have any comments answering? Dalya, can you see them?
Yeah, now I can see some comments. Wow, nice.
Okay.
So Nidal says here he loves Spain, and he says that you are Spanish.
That's right, I am. I'm Spanish.
Okay, great, Nidal. And Hamza says that Elena has one sister and no brothers. Great.
That's correct.
Layla says Dalya is from Palestine. Great, Layla. And I'm from Gaza, so Hamza already knows that I'm from Gaza. That's great.
We didn't say that, did we? But
No.
What about the last question? How old is she? How old is Dalya? Do we have any answers to that one? Do they remember?
No, I'm still waiting. For more comments. So here, Layan says that she is 9 years old. Great, Layan.
Nice to meet you. While we wait for the comments, I'm going to write the questions so that we can have a look at them in a minute.
Yeah.
So do we have any questions any answers to the last question?
Seems that some people are just greeting us. Hi, hello.
Of course.
Rama says she's a pupil. Hello, Rama. Okay. Reem says that Dalya is 26 years old. Great, Reem.
Great.
And says that Elena has one sister. Hadil says that she's the same as you. She has just one sister and no brothers.
Ah, that's nice to know.
So now you are meeting a new friend.
Yes, I am. Okay. Well, I think please continue to reply, but let's continue with the session, basically. Before we move on, we wanted to have a close look at the questions that we were asking so that you can practice and ask these questions yourself to other people, okay? So basically, we were looking at 5 questions, but I have a small whiteboard, so I only wrote 4. I'll write the last one a bit later. So these are 4 of the questions that we were looking at. I hope you can see them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at them and have a think about them one by one. The first one is easy. I'm sure you already knew that one, isn't it right? What's your name? That's an easy one, isn't it? Ah, yours is bigger.
I'm not sure if you can see the whole question. So it's better to look at Elena's whiteboard.
But Dalya had something really good, which is she had 2 colors. I only have 1. And she was actually showing us something really important. She was showing us that this word in the question can change. Because if I'm talking to Dalya, I'm going to say, Dalya, well, I'm not going to say Dalya because I wouldn't know your name. What's your name? But if I then want to ask the audience if they remember, I'm going to say something different. And that's why I should have another color for my board, but I don't. What's her name? See? And if I was going to ask about a man, for example, what would I say? I would say, what's his name? Yeah. See? That's basically what we have to remember. So what's your name when I'm talking to the person, and what's her name or what's his name when I'm talking about somebody else. Easy, right? I'm going to go back to your name. And Dalya, do you want to have a look at the next question?
Yeah, the second question is, where are you from? Where are you from? So we are asking about the place.
Exactly. For example, I'm from Spain and Dalya is from Palestine. That's what we're asking. Where are you from? However, if we want to ask about someone else, for example, where is Dalya from? I'm going to say, where is she or where is Dalya from? See, I'm going to change the verb and the subject. Where is she from? Pretty easy, right? I think this one's easy too. Where is she from? Or where is Dalya from? I can use a name, of course. Then the next one, how old are you?
Old are you? I'm asking Elena directly about her age. How old are you? So Elena answers the question. I'm 32.
Yes, exactly. How old are you? I'm 32. And the last one, and that's the tricky one. The last one on the board here, I think is the trickiest one, because this one, what do you do? We're not talking about what I'm doing right now. We're talking about, what are we talking about, Dalya?
About your job. About your
Exactly. Exactly. So that's a tricky one in English. What do you do? And the answer in Dalia's case is?
I'm a teacher.
Exactly. And then we had one more question which didn't fit on my board. So give me just a second to write it down. How? It's a bit long. How many brothers and sisters do you have? So this one is asking for a number. How many do you have? And as usual, if we were going to ask about someone else, for example, I'm asking you, the audience, about Dalya, I would say, how many brothers and sisters does she have? See? How many brothers and sisters does she have? See? So now I want us to try it out. I want the audience, I want to ask you, the audience, to ask a few questions. So who are we going to ask about? Well, I'm going to introduce you to someone. This is a photo, I hope you can see it, of me here, and this is my sister. Okay, and I would like you to ask me some questions about my sister. Can you do that? Can you ask me some questions about my sister? Let's try.
So, Elena, can I give them a model? So, I can give them a model. For example, I can ask you, Elena, what is her name? What is her name?
Good question. First question you always ask, isn't it? Well, my sister's name is Esther. Her name is Esther. That's her name.
Another question, please.
Okay, then.
How old is she? How old is she?
That's a good question. How old is Esther? Esther is 31.
You can call her.
No, I remember she is 1 year younger than me, so Esther is 31 years old. Fantastic. Do we have any questions from the audience that we can have a look at?
I have a question from Layla. She says, how old is she? And she wrote the whole question correctly. Great, Layla. How old is she? And Elena has already answered your question. Her sister is 31. Yeah, great, Elena. So how old? We are asking about the age. So the answer will be a number. And Hamza asked the same question. How old is she? Yeah, Rima asked, where does she from? They are sisters. Where does she from?
Well, Esther, because she's my sister, she is also from Spain, just like me. But I can tell you something. She doesn't live, see, I remember the map of Spain. There we go. I live here in Barcelona and she lives in the middle of the country here in Madrid. So she doesn't live in the same place as I do. She lives in Madrid, but we are both from Spain.
Right. And Nidal asked, where does she live? Nidal, we here ask where is she from because of the structure used in the book, but we can also ask the question which means the same, which Elena answered. She lives in Madrid.
That's actually a good example of two separate questions. For example, where does she live? Let me write them down. That's a good question, actually, because, for example, with my sister, if you think about it, where is she from? The answer is she is from Spain, but I can also tell you which city. She is from a place called Zaragoza. And yet, when I ask the question, where does she live? She doesn't live in Zaragoza, she lives in Madrid. So, two different questions, quite interested. Very often people are from the same place that they live, but sometimes they're not. So, there we go. Any more questions?
Okay, Amir says, what her job? Amir, we understood your question, but please we learn the proper structure, which is what? Yeah, Elena, what
does she do?
Great. What does she do?
Exactly.
Here is the question about job. Exactly. What does she do, Elena?
Well, my sister is a doctor. So she works in a hospital there in Madrid. So she is a doctor. And I think that's the last question, I would imagine, because you already know how many brothers and sisters my sister has, don't you? She has one sister, and that's me. Okay, then. Well, that was a lot of fun. I think we can move forward a little bit. Before we move to the next task, though, you guys, everybody in the audience, know everything about Dalya, everything about me, and even everything about my sister. So I would say now it's your turn. Can you share some things about you? Let me write those questions down again so we can get some answers. We want to know, what's your name? What's your name? I know that sometimes Facebook writes it for you, but you can still repeat it. My name is, and you write it again, although we can see it in the name in the comments. So what's your name? Where are you from? We want to know, where are you from? And last question, we want to know, how old are you? Though if anyone doesn't want to tell us their age, that's okay, but that's the questions for you. Please answer the questions using the comments. Try to use one comment and that way you can write everything. What's your name? Where are you from? And how old are you? And we'll have to give a minute or so to get some answers to that question. We're very excited to meet everyone in the audience and learn a little bit about everyone, right? There seems to be a lot of people, so I think we can meet a lot of new people.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting
please write the answers for the 3 questions in one comment. So your name, where are you from, and how old are you?
Do we have any?
I have many separate answers.
Well, that's okay then.
Okay, Hamza says, I think Hamza is the mother of Lynn. Hamza says, yeah, on behalf of her daughter, my name is Lynn Mustaha. I'm from Palestine. I'm 8. Great,
nice
Hamza.
to meet you,
Lynn. And here, Imlayan says, my name is Layan. I'm from Gaza. I'm 9 years old.
Nice to meet you.
Answers. Ali says, my name is Rimas. I'm from Gaza. I'm 13.
Nice to meet you, Rimas.
Hadil says, I'm from Palestine. My name is Rama. I'm from Palestine and I am 9 years old.
Fantastic. Nice to meet you. Well, we're getting loads of comments. I think we'll have to read all of them when we finish the session because we won't have time if we read them all now, but we will. And it's really, really nice to meet everyone. And thank you for joining this session. It's really great to have all your comments. But I think so that we don't run out of time, I'd like to move on to the next activity. Shall we, Dalya?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay then, so basically, as you know, we're working on unit 1 of the grade 4 book, and we'd like to work on some of the pictures that we found in the book. So let me show you one. Let's have a look at this picture from the book. Can you see it? I hope you can. Oh, sorry, I've got a fan on because it's very hot, so the picture is moving. Give me just a sec. Oh, fantastic, Dalya. That's much better. Can the audience confirm that they can see the picture? Or can we check on Facebook?
Please write in the comments if you can see the picture.
Fantastic. Okay, well, basically, we'd like, with some help from you, we'd like to describe this picture, basically. We'd like to have a look at it in detail and get a description. So we'll start, but then you have to help us, okay? So let's start at the very beginning. Let's do something. We can imagine, Dalya, can you play the role of the student for us?
For sure.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Dalya a few questions about the picture so we can describe it together. For example, where are they? Where are these people?
They are in the kitchen.
That's right, it looks like it, doesn't it? They're in the kitchen, which I suppose is in their house. What else can I think of? Do you think, are they all one family?
I think that they are not all just one family. There is like one person coming from somewhere else, the girl with the black hair. I can see a girl, her hair is black, she holds a bag in her hand. I guess she's a new friend, maybe. Or
possible.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Maybe it's you know, they're starting school and this is a new friend of one of the children in the family. That makes absolute sense. Okay, then. Let's see what else we can think of. I can think of a good question. Where are they from?
They are from Britain.
Possibly they're all really blonde. So they might be from Britain. They might be from somewhere else, but they could be from Britain. Let's please use the comments, by the way, and try to help answer these questions. Maybe you have a different opinion. Maybe you think they're from somewhere else. Please share. Please help us describe the picture. What can you tell us about it? For example, let's now focus on one person. For example, the girl with the black hair that you said before. Can you describe her?
So please write in the comments a description for the whole picture and be more specific to the girl with the black hair. So can you please describe her, maybe her clothes, her shape, or the place around? It's okay.
Fantastic. Let's see if you can help us with that. Let's see if all together we can get a very detailed description of this pretty picture of a family. Okay, we're going to give you a little bit of time so that you can see, you can give us your answers and so that we can see them, because as you know, they take a while to come through. So let's see if you can help us. Let's see if you can describe the picture. Are we getting any comments, Dalya?
Yeah, here Nidal says, the family are sitting in the kitchen.
Okay.
The same as my answer.
Nidal, not all of them are sitting if you think about it, actually. There's only 2 people sitting and 4 people standing. But yeah, the general description is absolutely right.
Amir says they are in the kitchen. Layan, Muhammad, and Dream says they are in the kitchen. And please write in the comments more detailed about the people in the picture. The girl with the black hair, for example.
For example, how old is she? What do you think? How old is she? I don't know the answer for sure, but I can use my imagination and think about it approximately. So please share, how old is she?
Arish says, the girl holds a blue bag, excellent, and she wears a blue jeans. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Great. Hamza says she wears red shirt and jeans and she holds a bag. So please make sure that you write jeans with no A before. It's because jeans, we can use it as if it was plural. So jeans.
That's a good one, Dalya. That's right. We say a shirt, but we say jeans, because jeans, although we're talking about just one pair of jeans, is plural. So we can't have an a. Remember that.
Arish says that the girl seems 10 years old.
What do you think, Dalya? Do you think she could be 10?
I think she's 9 or 10.
I think it makes sense. Okay, well, I think let's have a few more comments and then I'd like to move on to the next activity because the next one is a little game. So I'd like to have a chance to play it.
So let's read the last comment here, Reem's comment. Reem says that the girl with the black hair is a new friend and she's 10.
Okay, fantastic. Sounds good. Okay, then. Well, yeah, I think I agree. I think 10 is probably right. And the girl next to her is probably the same age, 10. Okay, then. So shall we stop the screen sharing? I think you have to do it because you were sharing. Yeah. Okay. And we want to play a little game, basically. So it's a very simple game. I'm sure you've heard it before. And if not, we'll explain very quickly. The game, and a game that, at least for me, Nick taught me, is called Two Truths and One Lie. It's a very simple game where Dalya and me, one and the other, will tell you two things that are true and one thing that's a lie. And we want you to try and guess which one is not true. Can you do that? Okay then, so let's have a look at it. Dalya, shall I start or shall you start?
So you can start, Elena. Then
Okay then, so here I go. The first thing that I want to tell you is that I am from Spain, from a city called Zaragoza. That's the first thing I want to tell you. I'm from Spain, from a city called Zaragoza, but I don't live there anymore. Now I live in a different city called Barcelona. So that's one of the things that I want to tell you, and you have to try and guess or remember if that is true or if it's not. The second thing that I want to tell you is that, let me think about it. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? I have an easy one. I want to tell you that I am 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. And the last thing that I want to tell you is that I am a teacher and a writer. I write English books to learn English, basically. Not very exciting, but I'm also an English teacher. So that's the third thing. So now, can you tell me? First, we'll give the audience an opportunity, then maybe and see if they can guess which one wasn't true. Let's see if we can get the answer in the comments.
Please write the answer in addition to if it was true or wrong. Don't write wrong or right. For example, Rima here says you are 32, not 30.
Rima, do I not look 30? I think I do.
Oh my God.
But you're right. You're absolutely right, Rima. It's true. I'm not 30. I'm 32. You got it right. Fantastic. Okay, then. So now it's Dalya's turn. Let's see. Tell us your two truths and one lie.
Now I will tell you three things about me. Two of them are right, and just one thing is wrong. And you have to guess the wrong sentence. The first one is, I'm from Gaza. I'm from Gaza. Gaza, of course, is in Palestine. The second one is, I'm 29 years old. The third one is, I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. I will see your comments.
You think those are true? There's only one that's not true. Let's see if the audience can tell us which one.
Leanne says, yeah, we have some comments here. Leanne says she's from Gaza. She's 26 years old, and she has, she has 2 brothers. Yeah, you got it, Leanne. Thank you. You're excellent. Hamza says your age is wrong. Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
Leila, 26.
We both chose the same one. We didn't say the truth about our age. People do that often, don't they? Okay then. Well, that was fun. Do you think we have time for another game?
Okay, so I don't think that we have much more time for the next miming because we need to prepare them for the job vocabularies. So
okay.
Let's make it the next session.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that because it was a really exciting game, but we will leave it for the next session. It's a miming game, I'm going to promise, in which Dalya and me will compete to see who gets the most right answers. But the reason why we don't have time is because I want to have a little bit of time to tell you about this homework that I want to give you. Basically, I'm going to show you a picture, and I want everyone in the audience to prepare some questions about this picture, this character, for the next session. This is not a normal picture like the one I showed you of my sister and me. This character is a very special character from a little story. And this is him. I'll give you one clue. He's not a girl, he's a boy, he's a male. So remember that when you prepare your questions. He's not a girl, he's a boy. And I want you to prepare some questions for Dalya and me for the next session. So think about it and prepare those questions for us. Oh, Dalya's sharing it with us. Fantastic. Now, before we go, does anybody know what this animal is? What type of animal it is? I'm going to tell you that as well, because you might want to have a look on the internet maybe. I didn't know about these animals. They're very, very funny. This animal is a sloth. Can you see? You can't see me anymore, can you? Well, sloth. The name is sloth. S-L-O-T-H. Sloth. Okay? And I want you to ask us and to prepare for us some questions for next week, okay? And I think with this, Dalya and me, both of us, have to go now. We've got lots of things to do, but this was absolutely fantastic. I had loads of fun. Did you, Dalya?
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed this session so much, and I enjoyed the experience of co-teaching.
It was fantastic. So remember our picture and prepare some questions for next week. And in answer to some of the questions that I'm seeing, remember, it's a sloth. Crazy animal. Have a look on the internet. It's crazy, crazy. Anyway, we have to go. It was great to be with you. Yeah, we will see you next week, same time, and just as excited. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.